On today's episode, we talk about email. Of course we do, but we talk about the 21 reasons why you need to use this one email platform, including how if you ever send an email to a list of 500,000 people with the wrong link, you don't have to send an apology email because you can swap it out and it will fix it for you. What magic. I'm not going to spoil any more. Let's get into the episode. Here we go. Well, hello. Good morning. I have email marketing flowing through my veins this morning. Actually, I have coffee and lots of coffee flowing through my veins. But we're going to be talking about email. We're going to be talking about how email marketing is the bloodline of your business, no matter the size, and why. And I mean why. The only email provider I use is ConvertKit. Now, let me just say this right now. I do not own equity in the company. I am not paid to say this. I am not sponsored by them. I'm not endorsed by them. Heck, the founder who I used to talk to all the time never even writes back to me anymore because I'm just small fry compared to how amazing they are. And I mean that in the best way possible because Nathan's amazing and all he focuses on is building the best email platform ever. And I'm telling you right now, I have used them all. I have used MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Confusionsoft, ClickFunnels, Aweber, SendGrid, MailerLite, Entreport. You name it, I've used them. And in every single company that I've worked with, literally over the last 5 years, 300 plus of them, including every single one of my own, I guarantee you everyone I've touched has ConvertKit. And there are a few rare instances where they have another CRM and we use ConvertKit with them. And those are the companies doing 100 million plus. Because we'll use ConvertKit for all the transformational emails, the customer journeys and all of that. And we'll use another platform just for the transactional emails. And so I'm telling you right now that in my opinion, the best email platform, the best CRM that you can use is ConvertKit, hands down. And I'm going to be sharing 21 reasons why. But first, let's understand that email, for whatever reason, is one of the most neglected, overlooked, ignored parts of people's businesses, and yet it can be so easy. And getting email right only boils down to two things. Number one is you need to have a plan, which means you can't just be like, oh, I got to send a broadcast this week. Oh, I forgot to email them. Oh, I told them I'd email every week and I forgot. Like, no, you need a plan. And I help you with that plan. That plan is easy. And then the second part is you need the right tools. And the right tool is ConvertKit 99.9999% of the time. And for those of you that don't believe me, go check it out. I'm going to give you the 21 reasons why ConvertKit is the absolute best thing in the world for you, why all of us use it, some of the biggest creators in the world use it, and why I've used it since day one when they launched. I was one of like the first 100 people on the platform, and I have never left. And heck, I even paid for an account for 3 years when I wasn't emailing because I was building a different business that was built in the real world. And so I'm telling you right now, email marketing comes down to two things. Having a plan, which I help you with, and then having the right tools, which is ConvertKit. And so for those of you who have been in my on-demand training for the Eternal Flame method, if you're ready for the plan, just go to lightmyeternalflame.com. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you might have found me recently, been here, welcome, I love you. Or you want that training again, or you want the training for the first time, my on-demand training for email, literally to making it absolutely easy, is at theeternalflamemethod.com. So TheEternal method.com. So eternal, not internal. Theeternalflamemethod.com. And so now I'm going to give you the 21. I think it's 21. I have the list in front of me. 21 reasons why, in my opinion, ConvertKit is the best CRM in the world. And if you guys could do me a favor, go find Nathan Berry is who founded ConvertKit. You can find him on Twitter. He's active on Twitter. Tell him George sent you. Tell him George did an entire podcast. And yeah, I'm not paid for this in any way, shape, or form. I just want to blow up the amazing people that do amazing things. And so my number one reason for using ConvertKit is this one. Have you ever sent an email with the wrong link? I have. My hand just raised if you were listening to this. Have you ever sent an email to a massive list? I don't know. What was the biggest mistake I made? Oh, I sent an email to 500,000 people with a broken link on it. I sent an email to 500,000 people with a broken link on it. And I got nauseous. I got sick to my stomach. I felt like my life was over. And at that point, I didn't know about this. And I just sent another email that said, I'm sorry. ConvertKit has a feature that you can change the URL after the email has been sent without ever having to send another email. And so you can send an email with the wrong link. Then you'll be like, oh my God, I sent the wrong email. You can update the email and it will update the link. It's some sorcery and magic that they do, but it actually works and I've used it. It is life-changing. That's my number one reason. My number two, you can never outgrow ConvertKit, in my opinion, ever. I have used it all the way from I'm just starting my business to having millions of contacts in ConvertKit, literally millions. Like I think my biggest list that I was managing in ConvertKit had about 3 million people on it. And I was using ConvertKit on companies doing 100+ million in revenue. And so ConvertKit grows with you. You can start now. And I have a reason that you can start now and how you can start now no matter where you are at the bottom of the list. And then it will grow with you. And at most, you never leave ConvertKit. But you might end up supplementing something if the business dictates that it's a necessity due to the plan that we've created. So that's reason number two. Reason number three, the customer support is absolutely phenomenal. They have a live chat on the website. They are so responsive. And my favorite part, and I don't say this to many people, 99% of the time when I'm stuck on trying to build something like an automation or a flow or I can't figure out the logic, I will send them my question, and then the customer service will send me an 8-minute video back telling me how to do it, and then they said, oh, but we already did it for you. It's in your account, but save this video for reference in the next time. Their customer service is so amazing. They've literally built most of my things for me because I was struggling or I just reached out to support, and they were like, we got you. This is how you do it, and we did it for you. Hopefully this makes it easy for you. That's number three. Number four, it's easy. It is easy. ConvertKit is easy. I have used all of the platforms. It is the easiest one to use. Hands down. It's intuitive. It's simple. And actually the biggest challenge I see when people use ConvertKit is they get confused because it's so simple. And then once I show them, they're like, oh my God, it's so easy. I thought it was going to be harder. All the other ones are so much harder. They're so bloated and overcomplicated and confusing. Like this actually makes sense. Yes, it's easy. Nathan and his team have done a phenomenal job, and I've watched them over the years. They'll test something for a year, and they'll make it as simple and streamlined as possible, and then they'll have people test it for months and give them feedback, and then they put it into practice, and it comes out perfectly. Every feature that they've ever launched, I've been able to adopt in 5 minutes, and I've never had an issue with any of them because it's easy. Reason number 5, you can automate 99.9% of your entire business and customer journeys inside of ConvertKit. And you don't have to have complicated things to make it work. So you can literally automate it all. You can automate the indoctrination sequences, which lead to the nurture sequences. You can automate the newsletters based on what you're posting on your blog, and it's all so simple. And you can execute that plan that I give you in the internal flame. It's easy. Right plan, right tool. I give you the plan, ConvertKit gives you the tool. Number 6, their tutorials can teach anyone on how to be a pro in minutes. And so I've hired people to help me run ConvertKit. And then I have paid them to go through ConvertKit's training section, and they've become a ConvertKit expert in a couple hours. Max. They put together some of the best knowledge, the best walkthroughs. They even make 80-page guides on how to do email marketing, on how to do landing pages, on how to get them to convert better. And what I like to remind people is when you have a company that actually cares about your success and cares about the product that they build, that company is invested in you succeeding. Because if you don't succeed, you can't use their platform. And if you can't use their platform, they can't run a business. And ConvertKit is one of the biggest shining examples of a company that is invested in your success at every single level and will go out of their way to ensure you get it, where literally all you have to do is run your race because they know the power of your success and how it supports them and the power of community, which is why they are where they are at. Number 7, you can do a lot in ConvertKit. You can make opt-in forms, landing pages, sequences, things, all with the click of a button. You could literally make, I have this new lead magnet. You could make a landing page, deliver the lead magnet through ConvertKit, put them on a thank you page, and then send them a sequence after, all within ConvertKit. And by the way, from soup to nuts, somebody timed me and I made an entire quote unquote funnel in ConvertKit. Now, not like a big sales page, but what was needed in about 9 minutes. And so literally it was go to this landing page, opt in, go to this thank you page. Here's the video. The sequence came to your email with your lead magnet delivered. And it's beautiful and it all makes sense. It's visual. It's easy to understand. It's massively, massively effective. And it gets all the fluff out. And most of the platforms I see out there will try to convince you that beautiful design or all these templates work. But all those do is trigger spam traps. And all they do is ensure you get delivered to the wrong folders. People overcomplicate it and they sell you the prettiness because they don't know how to sell you the results. And what ConvertKit focuses on is getting you the results so you can build your business. Number 8, if you use double opt-ins, and if you don't know what those are, just Google them. But basically, somebody gives you their email, and then before you put them on the list, you confirm that it's them. It's a double opt-in, right? I use them sometimes. I don't use them other times. I cover all of this in my email training. But if you do, you also have the right to customize them in ConvertKit, which you can't do many other places. And every email you send is a touch point with your customer. So why would you ever send a default message? So you can customize these things inside of your ConvertKit account. So your double opt-in is pretty and on brand and matches and gives them this congruent touch point with your brand. Number 9, this is the biggest one for all of you business owners that are building these businesses. You only pay once for each subscriber. You only pay once. Companies like MailChimp charge you per list. Like, so if somebody, let's say somebody buys one product, let's say they buy product A, product C, and get opt-in 1, they're on those 3 lists. You pay for them 3 times. And so you might be paying for 1 million people and only have 220,000 people on your email list. And ConvertKit, you only pay once. It's database focused and it's amazing. You have a subscriber and you pay for the subscriber, and then they can be in as many lists or products or sequences as they need to, and you're not paying any more money for them. Number 10, you can keep things simple with tags and segments that always update dynamically so your world is easy to use. So like when I log in, if you give me your name, I can search John Smith. And I can see everything you've done, what forms you came through, what sequences you're in or you've completed, what tags you are. And then I'm like, you know what? I just want to send an email to everybody who's getting my daily email. So I click on my daily email tag, and it dynamically updates as people are added and unsubscribed. And then I have a list of you sitting right in front of me to communicate with. It is so clean and so simple. And then for anything you don't make tags with, like let's say you forgot to make a tag, you just go create a segment, and you're like, oh, I want to make a list of people who came through this form at this time and did this, and then it gives you a segment, and that's dynamically updated as well. It is one of the most beautiful, simple things in the world, but it makes a big, big difference. Number 11, visual automations make building a customer journey a breeze. Literally, it's visual. It's in front of you. When somebody comes through here, drop them into here. When they come through here, put them into here. And their guide on this is amazing, and they have templates where it's done for you already. So let's say you're running a webinar. They have a webinar automation template. Let's say you're doing an opt-in. They have one of those. And so you put their template in, and then you make it yours, and it's so easy. And I'm telling you, the one thing you're going to have to remember is it's supposed to be easy. It's going to be easy. It's never going to feel complicated. You're going to make it easy so you can be in your business and be in a relationship with your customers, because that's how you're going to succeed. Number 12, link triggers. Link triggers are my hidden weapon for getting 80+% open rates. And so a link trigger is when you put a link in an email, you can have it set up so when somebody clicks that link, it does something on the back end. And most of you don't see this on my email newsletter, but I use this every day. Every link that goes in my email basically has a link trigger, and it is my secret weapon to how I get 80% open rates at scale, like over 100 emails with 10,000 plus people. Link triggers, link triggers, link triggers. They are a gift. They are a secret weapon for entrepreneurs, and they're amazing. Number 13, if you want to get fancy, this is something I've done. It's called conditional content. And so in most places, if you want to send an email that's personalized to, let's say, 4 different types of customers, right? Let's say somebody bought product A, product B, product C, product D, and you want it personalized, you would have to send 4 different emails to personalize it. But with ConvertKit, you can write an email, and most of the email will be the same, but then you can use what's called conditional content. So let's say you write 4 different intro paragraphs for product A, product B, product C, product D. You can send that email to your whole list, and you can say, show intro A to product A, show intro B to product B, show intro C to product C, show intro D to product D, and then the rest of the email, they all see the same thing. And you do it in one email. It's called conditional content. It is absolutely amazing. And that is just one way to use it. There are amazing creative ways to use it, but that's one way I've used it that has helped a ton and made it really, really simple to do my job as effectively as possible. Number 14. You can send an email to everyone except someone. And this is like my favorite part. So you can send an email and you can be like, I want to send an email to everybody except my boss because it's their birthday. I don't know, but you might know your boss on your list. Or I want to send an email to everybody who bought this product but yet hasn't been in for 30 days. I want to send an email to everybody except my best friend because I don't want them to know I'm surprising them. Pick your path. But you can exclude people from email. So you can send this email and you can just simply exclude people by tag or segment or location or a lot of other beautiful filters that they have in ConvertKit. So you have the ultimate functionality to be as personalized and segmented as possible without any extra work. Number 15. This one was a big one for me a long time ago. If you don't want to use your business address, ConvertKit lets you use theirs. And it's completely legal. So in the bottom of your newsletter, by law, or the bottom of your email, by law, you're required to have your address. By law. It's a law. And so if you're, just getting started as a sole proprietor, or maybe you're in business and you have an LLC, an S Corp, or C Corp, but your home address is your business address, do you really want people having your business address? I don't. And so what did I do? Of course, I went and got a P.O. box, got a separate business address, a registered agent. But then when I simplified things again, ConvertKit said, hey, by the way, you can use our address. And then they legally track it. So anything that comes in, they can send to you. And so you don't have to give out your home address on the bottom of your emails. You can use ConvertKit's address. And they have it all legally filtered on the back so that it's compliant and within the law, and you're not giving out your personal address. Number 16. They give you the analytics that matter, that are so easy and effective. Data is your best friend. And ConvertKit knows. Like, Nathan has been a creator for a long time. Nathan is a very smart dude. He's the founder of ConvertKit. He's been a blogger forever and making content. Like, he is one of us, no matter where you are on the entrepreneurial spectrum. You could be a blogger. You could be a physical product owner. Nathan has done it all. He's sold physical products. He's an investor. He runs software now. And he's been a blogger and sold digital products. So he gets us. He gets us at the core. It was made by one of us for us. And so you have the analytics that matter, the ones that you can see and make decisions off of without being bloated or complicated, and it's all built into ConvertKit. Number 17, you should always have a clean email list, and ConvertKit makes this pretty easy. They have pre-formulated tags, and one of them is cold subscribers. So at any moment, you can click a drop down and see who are cold, and they teach you their parameters of cold. And you can utilize that to re-engage them or remove them or keep them clean, but they do the work for you, and it's auto-populated and updated. Number 18, they will migrate you for free. They will migrate you for free. So let's say you're on one of those other platforms that I won't name again because they don't need any more attention, and you're like, I want to move, but I have so much to move. If you go to www.useconvertkit.com, www.useconvertkit.com, that's my link to ConvertKit. Full disclosure, that's an affiliate link for me. And so when you use that link, whenever you sign up or build it, I get a small percentage. That's at useconvertkit.com. But some of you ask me all the time, like, how can you support me? Just use that link. I'm not getting paid anything. You're paying ConvertKit the same price. They're just giving me a percentage of it. So go to www.useconvertkit.com and then scroll to the bottom on that page and click on Concierge Migrations. Concierge Migrations. You'll fill out a form, they'll show you the options, and they will move you over from where you are. Your subscribers, your tags, your forms, and all of it, and get you set up with ease. So they will migrate you for free. Number 19 is you get all the features no matter how big your list is. Some of the crappy internet providers out there or email providers out there will be like, well, you can only have this feature if your list is so big, or you can't have that fix the broken link one, or you can't have those analytics until you get here. It's like this crappy hierarchical, like immature system that doesn't make any sense to me. And so ConvertKit doesn't matter if you have 25 people, 2,500 people, or 25,000 people. You get access to all the features no matter how big your list is. Number 20, they have a free plan. Number 20, they have a free plan. And so the one distinction is you get all the features when you're on a paid plan. And by the way, my last point will cover that. But on the free plan, you can have a free plan with ConvertKit and build your email list for free. And then you pay for it the moment you generate $1 and you unlock all the features. They have a free plan. The free plan, also go to www.useconvertkit.com to get the free plan. So I want you to remember that. That's my link. So if you have any friends that need ConvertKit, send them useconvertkit.com. Send them use ConvertKit. Send them use ConvertKit. Okay? Number 20 is they have a free plan. And number 21, the most important one, it costs 1/1000th of the others when added up. And I totally just made that up. But it is so much cheaper. It is so much more economical. And you can't just look at the price. You have to look at all the features they give you. There's mail providers out there that'll charge you a monthly rate, and then like, oh, you want this feature? Let's charge you more. Oh, you want this feature? Let's charge you more. Oh, that limits this? Let's charge you more. Oh, let's charge you more. Pound for pound, incorporated together, ConvertKit covers what most people pay for in 4 tools, and it covers it for cheaper than most of the other email CRMs out there, while giving you 4 times the effectiveness, and it grows with you. Let's say you clean your list and it drops down a tier. Your price drops down a tier. It is dollar for dollar, in my opinion, the most valuable tool that any business owner can have, ConvertKit. Because email is the backbone of your business. Your business is the human body, and email is the blood that pumps through it. Sometimes it delivers oxygen. Sometimes it delivers messages. Sometimes it delivers nutrients. But it is the blood that pumps through the body. Without email, you don't have a business, and I don't care what your business is. I've been challenged by this by thousands of businesses. I always find a way. Email. Use email. Use ConvertKit. www.useconvertkit.com. The end. Those are the 21 reasons why I think ConvertKit is the only CRM, the only email provider. It's actually not a CRM. It's an ESP. Let me just clean this up now. I'm not going to go edit this episode. CRM is customer relationship or retention management. ESP is email service provider. ConvertKit is the best email service provider on the face of the planet. I don't care. You will not change my mind. I've been using it since day one, and I've used it across the board. It wins every time. And I didn't even get into the fact that their deliverability rates are higher than everybody else. Their open rates are higher than everybody else. So here's a bonus one. The success of your email is also predicated on the relationship with your ESP and all the email gods. And there's actually like email companies that grade you. ConvertKit has the best reputation in the game. They protect their users because they protect the quality of their email list. And so you win by that as well. I've moved companies over from those who choose not to be named, like MailChimp, who should know what it should ever be on. It's the worst platform in the world, and some of the worst terms of service, worst rules, and they censor people's emails. They delete people's email lists. It's happened to me personally. I've moved them over from MailChimp to ConvertKit, and within a week, they were getting double the open rates on the same list that was generating like a 15 to 20% increase in revenue by just changing their email platform to one that actually worked. And so ConvertKit is the best ESP, hands down. In my opinion, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, it is the most important and valuable tool that any business owner can have in their business across the world. It's about customers, customer journeys, being the bloodline of your business, and it does it at a level that nobody else can do. So those are my 21 reasons why ConvertKit is the only ESP that anybody should use, and at most, If there's another one, it's in conjunction with ConvertKit because they're working together to have a bigger impact. So, if you've watched my on-demand training on email and you're just ready to do this and you're ready to have the plan by me and then use ConvertKit as the tool, go to www.lightmyeternalflame.com. That is how you get into our Eternal Flame program. If you are ready to just switch to ConvertKit and go because you know or sign up for the first time, listen to this right now. Sign up now. It's a free plan. Move your stuff now. They do a free migration. Go to www.useconvertkit.com. useconvertkit.com. And finally, if you want my on-demand training, if you want the plan, you want to see the plan, how to make email marketing easy, how your email list is way more valuable than $1 an email a month, how you can send one every day, and I cover all of this, go to www.theeternalflamemethod.com, and I will see you there. I love you guys. I'm going to wrap this email. I'm going to wrap this podcast on email. I'm going to go finish drinking my coffee, and I'm going to get ready for some calls with my mastermind students. So I absolutely love you all. Have a beautiful day, whatever day you're listening to this. Remember that relationships always beat algorithms. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you for being you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me shine my light, and you consume it and use it. And thank you for being a gift. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. And now it's time to cue the outro. Let's go.